How do you pick your training partners? Do you pick at all? Do you just go with whoever wants to roll at the time? Do you strategically scan the mats and keep an eye out for someone that you specifically want to try technique with? Or is it just a bit of a free-for-all? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, we are all about jiu-jitsu, film, and lifestyle. Consider subscribing. Today, I'm talking about how to select training partners from a white belt to a white belt. I want to start off by placing a caveat on the entire topic. Whenever someone offers to roll with me, I never turn it down. The reason being is I'm not a pussy. The reason being is if a higher belt or someone that I'm nervous to roll with or someone that I know is gonna smash me wants to roll, I'm never gonna turn that down because it's always a valuable learning experience. I take careful note on the common themes of what seems to be the issues with my game, and then I address those issues, or at least consider it next time I'm rolling. By rolling with someone better, bigger, and stronger than you, it's gonna make you better, bigger, and stronger. That's my philosophy. But when I am in a situation where I can approach someone to roll and offer to roll with someone in my gym, I do have a bit of a strategy for selecting training partners. So I want to go through that with you now. As a white belt, I want to make sure that every session I'm rolling with a higher belt at some point. Usually I'll approach a higher belt and ask if they want to roll early on in the session. My objective with rolling with a higher belt is to take careful note of my weak areas. I'm bringing my A game here. I'm not going in and try to Hulk smash and be an absolute ballistic, but I am trying to carefully and explosively apply my A game, my technique to that higher belt so they can expose to me where my weak areas are. Now, about halfway into the session or even toward the end of the session, I try to roll with someone that is as close as my experience level as I can find and as close to my weight and strength and size as I can find. The reason being is this is more of a competition preparation roll. I am preparing for a competition. I have a competition coming up very shortly. So I want to be selecting training partners that are either the same weight and strength or are heavier and stronger than me at a very similar skill level. When I'm rolling with these people, I'm also trying to bring my A game to see what works and what doesn't work and what needs work. There is a third type of roll that I go for in very specific circumstances, and that is selecting a training partner that may be a little bit lighter, not as strong as me. Now, this is very rare. It's only happened a couple of times, and I don't really seek it out, so to speak. It's more my coach saying, hey, Kieran, I want you to roll with this person up next. So for the next roll, go a bit lighter. So in those circumstances, I may seek out someone where I can get a good roll in, but not absolutely gas myself for the important competition ready roll that's about to come up. And that is a very rare scenario. So my advice for a white belt considering their training partners is you should try to roll with a higher belt at least once per session or once every couple of sessions if it's available to you. At least one roll should be selected with someone at a very similar weight and skill level. And if you know that you have a hard roll coming up, maybe go for someone where you know you can have a bit of a lighter roll and try out some technique. But if there is someone that you are worried that might hurt you, particularly if you're someone that's a bit older in the game coming into jiu-jitsu later in life, maybe you need to have some different criteria to select your training partners. If you enjoyed the video and you're not already, consider subscribing, chuck the video a thumbs up and leave a comment. It really does help to get the video out there in front of more people and help to grow the channel. And for all my white belts out there, let me know in the comments how you select your training partners. Do you actually have some sort of strategy when you're selecting your training partners like I do? Or do you just go with whoever wants to roll or just go for a bit of a free-for-all? Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious to see how other white belts out there do it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video.